Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how to do a little bit of this. I'm only gonna show you a little bit of it because the exact same way as I'm gonna show you what I do is the way I've done every part of this image. So if I show you how to make that, I'm just gonna like go through exactly the same thing as what I've just showed you how to make a little part of this. So it would be a waste of time me doing that. And it's really simple stuff, to be honest. You've just got to think of a good idea. You just got to get a good design and work on it. It's easy stuff, knowing how to make it. It's just coming up with the idea in the first place. So let me show you. I went ahead and I made a rectangle and I just added a gradient overlay on it. I'm not going to show you how I made the gradient. It's not a gradient tutorial, but that's all it is, just pause video. You don't have to go with these colours. You can go with whatever colours you want, but it's just like a darker shade of the colour you want, then a lighter shade of it, then a darker shade of it again. Just a simple gradient. So once you've got that, you want to make a new layer. I'm going to use the pen tool for this, making sure you've got it on this one. No, I want this one. Got that. Gonna fill it, make a new layer, fill it with black. Move that layer a bit because it got a bit messed up. But like, I'm working on a black background here, so I don't really have to worry about anything like this. But obviously, if you're working on like a white background, you might have to like hold control, come over your thumb here and left mouse click to get your dotted lines. Then hold control shift and shift and press the letter I to invert. Then you press backspace on your layer there to get rid of that. But I don't need to worry about anything like that because I'm working on a black background anyway, so that's simple stuff. Alright, I'm going to copy that layer we just made there. Lower opacity on it. This is all it is. Just stuff like this. I use a lot of gradients, colour to transparent gradients here. I use a lot of these. I just did that on that layer. I should have done it on a new layer. That's that. Fill that one with white. Move it over. Lower opacity a bit so I can see where it's going. Get my dotted lines around this layer underneath, press backspace to get rid of that. I'm gonna put this back up to 100% opacity and put a blend mode of overlay on it. Lower opacity again, just like that. Obviously I'm just doing things here, like I'm not really working on the design, but I'm just showing you how I did it all. Simple stuff. I use a lot of layer masks as well. I like working with layer masks. Elliptical marquee tools, I use that a lot as well. See what we're doing? We're building it up. You know, I'll go back a bit. I shouldn't have got rid of that dotted line. I'll fill it with black. I'll hide that layer because I need it again. I'm going to copy that. Colour overlay is white. Blend mode again, overlay. I use that a lot. Just get rid of that. Let me go back a bit. When you're doing these gradients, like the further out into your dotted lines you do it, the lighter that gradient's gonna be. But the closer you are, the harder that gradient's gonna be. So remember that as well. I'm just doing loads of crap here because I haven't planned any of this like I did in my own design what I'm working on. So this is just messing about stuff. Just to show you that it is simple how it's all being done. It's really easy stuff. It's just getting the idea in the first place. That's the hardest thing. Just freehanding some brush work onto that. You just build it up and build it up using all different things like earlier I just free-handed some brush, and now I'm just like I'm making a highlight with the elliptical marquee tool. Then I'm gonna Gaussian blur it a bit to get an order highlight. I'll lower opacity on that. And you just build it up and build it up. Give it depth and stuff. I do this a lot as well. Fill that part with black. Lower the opacity. I'll copy that layer, and because it's already got opacity on it, it makes wherever you move it darker than that part again. Then I'll do it again. Then I'll move that over. I might even add a Gaussian blur to summer it. I might add it to that one as well. And then have a harder part on that one. Lower opacity. Or you can just use mass. Just stuff like this. Screen. Paste. I just printed my screen and pasted it then, because I'm going to do something here. This is another good thing about working on a black background as well. I can do things like this. Copied that part. I don't think I really need to carry on doing this anyway. You get the idea. It's just gradients, gradient mass. elliptical marquee tool, rectangle tool, and just loads of transparent, colour to transparent gradient on different layers, and just building it up using your blend mode overlay for highlights and stuff. Just gotta get some nice colours. I'm gonna show you some other little things as well. Get a hardish brush, smallish and that, 100%, make a new layer above everything. If you've got a pen tablet, that's even better. I'm gonna put that hue. I've put a hue on that. I'm gonna go in a shadow. Like that. Like a little paint effect, something here. I'm gonna click drop shadow. I know it looks a bit silly this used in a drop shadow, but we're gonna make a highlight out of this drop shadow. Just make sure you put the blend mode on overlay, come to the colour, change it to white. I'm gonna take global lighting off. One. It's really faint stuff, but it all adds to the effect. It gives it a nice effect. Gonna go with that. Gonna come to my eraser tool. Make sure it's all on 100%. U-shape dynamics. That's how I did that like paint effect thing this year. Obviously I worked a lot harder on mine, but like this is just the basic idea of how I did it, and it looks a bit shittier, but obviously the more work you put into it, the better you're gonna get it. But I'm gonna go with that. Like the rest is up to you. Yeah, you just gotta get a good idea and good placement, like where you put in these gradients and stuff. Like I did with mine, I just worked a lot harder on mine. Things like that. Some parts I even did stuff like this. I completely just like filled some with white. Set it on an overlay. Like that. copy that again. You just build it up and build it up. Softly brush. See, I free-handed some stuff there as well. So you can do stuff like that. A little warning though, when you're doing stuff like this, if I merge all this together, if I group all that and then I merge it all together, because I didn't merge it with the background layer, stuff that's like all these layers, there's going to be stuff that comes on the outside. So like if I merge all that together, all that overlay blending mode I've been using will come out like this and it'll look a mess. So if I merge it all together with that background like that, I've merged all that. Now you don't see that because there's no overlay blend mode popping out. So you've got to be careful of that as well. So just keep that in mind. So there you have it. You just got to keep working on it and keep working on it. Do something good. Just work on it, build it up. Be smart with your colours and stuff. Like, obviously you can tell like this looks shit compared to like this. That's because I've worked on this a long time. I've like been careful with what I'm doing and tweaking colours and shades and stuff. So there you have it. I hope like that helps you out in creating your own interface from scratch, just using gradients and overlay blend mode. Simple stuff really. Okay, see ya.